Oh, thank you, Sleek. Welcome back to Hot Shot First, everybody. I am Kev here on a solo mission, pun very much intended. James is not here with us today, but he will be back next week. So, in order to have another episode without dipping into some of the stuff that would be better served with James here, we're going to look at least one fan film, one that was alleged to be better than anything Disney Plus has done recently. I first came across this fan film in a tweet that claimed it was at $120 a better product than anything Disney Plus has done with the Star Wars IP. So I thought, being a Disney detractor myself, let's take a look and see if there is any truth to the claim that this is better than what we get on Disney Plus. So, before we check out The Ghost's Apprentice, which is this Star Wars film, I don't even think, spoiler alert, that it's the best Star Wars fan film with the word apprentice in the title, but we'll see how everybody feels. Shout out to Sleek. Thank you for helping me out with the muted mic. Little OBS error on my end. But before we get into it, because it's not our stereotypical Star Wars day, it's a little bit of a weekly dweeb Han shot first hybrid. So we're gonna see. Ooh, fan film tier list. What up, Harles? That would be a pretty good one too. It looks like my bit rate's bad, so I'm sorry if this is choppy. I'm not seeing any dropped frames here, but YouTube is telling me that it doesn't look good. So my apologies. Ooh, Sleek is available to fill in. I will keep that in mind, brother. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, probably need to have a couple of backup hosts available to come nerd out with us on a Monday or a Wednesday. But these little news bits for you are not Star Wars related. So let's just make pretend that it's a weekly dweeb that turns into a Han shot first, shall we? Okay. Daredevil news. Daredevil rumors. Tatiana Maslany, which is definitely how you pronounce that. I'm sure I got that one 100%. Says she is down to return as She-Hulk in Daredevil Born Again. Oh, gang. What? That is courtesy of Screen Rant, by the way, that report. I cannot think of a character that would fit the show that we've been teased with, the previews that we've seen. I can't imagine anything fitting worse in that than She-Hulk. And to be fair, even the, in my opinion, superior fourth wall breaking character, if Deadpool shows up in Daredevil, I think that's going to be awful too. It's just like not the vibe that the show appears to be giving off. But I also can't blame any actor for being like, oh yeah, I'm available. Yeah, you want Disney, you want to back up the Brinks truck? Yeah, absolutely. Why not? What up, James, in the chat? Thank you for joining us, sir. By the way, folks, I have a nice little bookmark list of some previews for us to review. So while today may end up a bit of a Star Wars fan film festival, we need to do a preview review stream here coming up soon. So Suzuki who? Derpy is here. What up, Derpy? Waiting on Andor. That will be a very good time here on Wednesdays because we will have a show that we actually like and we'll have nice things to say about. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. If it was as good as the last season. All right. It is rare programming here on a Wednesday night for us to talk about how much we love a present day Star Wars show. But hey, what we watch today may change our minds about that. We will learn together. Via discussing films, Gwen Stacy has been resurrected in Marvel Comics and will become Gwenpool. I think that's pretty fitting compared to the She-Hulk news. Honestly, if I hear good things about the comic, I might pick that one up. I miss the days. Shout out to an OG dweeb, our boy Lucky. My wallet does not miss the days when one of my best friends was a manager at a comic shop, but my inner dweeb misses those excuses. Oh, I gotta go see what's up at the comic store. I haven't seen my friend in a while, as I walk out with a new box full of goodies. So we'll see if that's any good. I don't hate the idea. And the last bit of news before we finally dive into the Star Wars of it all. Ethan Hawke, this is a follow-up to Monday's story where his daughter, Maya Hawke, talked about influencers and how you need to have Instagram followers in order to be cast today. Well, take your pick. This is either a dad standing up and following his daughter's lead, or maybe it's just another reminder of nepotism in Hollywood. But let's see. Ethan Hawke, wouldn't you know it, agrees with Maya's take, which I do agree with, by the way. So I think I'm on Team Hawke regardless of the optics here. He says, sometimes I'll be setting a movie up and someone will say, "Oh, you should cast Susie." And I'm like, "Who is she?" "Well, she has 10 million followers." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Has she acted before?" "Well, no, but..." And then you're like, "Wow, so this is going to help me get the movie made?" This is crazy. So if I don't have a public-facing platform, I don't have a career? And if I get more followers, I might get the part? What? I mean, pause. First of all, this is very dad-like behavior. What do you mean? If I don't have one of them damn Instagrams, I can't get a job? The Instagram took her job. It took my job. We continue. So many actors, so many young actors that think being an actor is protein shakes and going to the gym. Go to the gym if you want to, but that doesn't make you an actor. Robert De Niro is not great because he has a six-pack. If the part calls for it, he'll do it, and that's awesome. But he's much more than that. Now, I would like to ask Ethan Hawke what year he thinks it is, because Bob De Niro is not getting a six-pack any sooner than I am these days, all right? The dude's like 85 years old, but I get the point. I agree with the sentiment, okay? It's a very stupid thing. It's part of the death of cinema. That's why I know the films are good anymore, because it's just a bunch of influencers. But that was Monday's story, just a little update on it. And before we dive into the Ghost Apprentice, let's pull chat up, see what y'all have to say today. Derby, I'm be real, I could care less about Daredevil. If only Old Republic was treated like Andor. Oh man, if only a lot of things that they've done were treated like, if only the Acolyte was treated like Andor. Okay, James, with a fun fact. The final episode of Daredevil Born Again airs the same day Andor premieres. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that we will likely discuss Daredevil on the channel, probably on Mondays, or maybe it'll have its own special day. Robert De Niro has a six-pack. I stand corrected, gang. I stand corrected. Okay, so we are here. I don't know if I'll call it the main event, but we are at least beginning the main course. So, again, for a little bit of context, this is... I don't know, why did I just say that? And after this, I will say a sentence. But so Ghost Apprentice is an AI generated fan film by Kayvon the Kid. So this is from their YouTube channel, allegedly made in 2 weeks for a budget of $120. Again, it was pitched to me as a fan film that surpasses anything Disney Plus has done. So we're going to ask ourselves that question while we watch this, but then if time permits, I will show you some snippets at least from some other Star Wars fan films that I enjoy, that you've probably already seen before because they all have millions of views. And we'll take a look at that and get ready for a return to tier lists, I imagine, when James gets back. I very much look forward to at this point, I feel confident enough in saying there will be a Little Freaks tier. All right, we will get that worked into the schedule. It has to happen at this point. But we look forward to getting back to some regular programming next week. But if you want to watch this in its entirety without me interrupting it and pausing, feel free to go ahead and do that. Shout out to you on your way out if that's what you would like to do. Leave us a like on your way out if you don't mind, and come back and see us when you're done. I'm not going to do the usual preview review process of letting this whole thing play through before we discuss it, so we are going to be interrupting it. I have watched most of it already, so I have an idea of when I want to interrupt and talk, but again, if you want to go check it out yourself ahead of time, when we get to these other fan films, I will absolutely suggest that you do that. Although I believe what we're about to do will be transformative and be fully covered by fair use law. It's not my intention to steal views from these projects. So if you like any of the other films that we will preview a little bit today, please watch, subscribe, share, do all of that stuff to support the people who put their blood, sweat, and tears into these projects. Or in this case, sent some prompts into an AI. So let's do it, gang. Time to start her up. I'll keep an eye on the chat. Let me know if there's anything issue-wise with the volume. There was a little bit of an echo in our last stream. I think I fixed it. But in the process, I muted myself for the first 3 minutes of the stream. So maybe it's not as good as I think it is. We want little freaks because we are little freaks. Yes, okay, great. We'll get some audience suggested little freaks. Oh, you know what? Forgive me, gang. Our first pause. I didn't set the scene properly. Okay. There's not much of a scroll, so let me do the scroll for you. What up, Kang? A film by Kayvon the Kid. A century after the Skywalker saga, a new chapter unfolds. Jace Moon, a young Jedi, has spent the last decade training under the spectral guidance of his uncle, Orin, a Force ghost. Now, as a rising darkness emerges, the High Imperium, Jace must step forward to face this growing threat and shape the future of the galaxy. Boom, boom, boom. So here we go. Let's see if any of these guys at least are little freak tier.
We're breaking the field now.
The animation gives me like PS2 vibes or something. It's just
We'll
it's
come
wonky.
back once it's safe.
It's okay, Cora. We'll be fine. Besides, it'll be good for the boys' training.
Thank you.
One of the first comments I saw on this YouTube video was somebody saying, "Hey, you know, there are other AIs that do a little more voice acting." This is where I think if this person had gotten maybe just some voice actors and had done some renditions, had just done stills, maybe this might have been more impactful, because one of the most difficult things to get around is just how wooden and robotic the clearly AI dialogue is. So it's not great in my opinion. Dean Kane. What up, Poland? Welcome to the stream.
I'll be back soon. L6 is going to stay behind with you and your uncle.
We got
Try
our
not to
cool
drive your
robot.
uncle too crazy.
So we've got our cool robot, you know, our little BB-8 deal, and I was confused early on as to why they were leaving this poor Jawa unattended. But no, that's actually our Jedi apprentice. Now, I'd love, I do love the the Star Wars editing technique. Like, I love that wipe transition. And at least we skipped his entire childhood. All right, so I'll take it.
L6, you have to stop overcooking the Gorlak. It's way too chewy.
Dude, sounds like if I were an actor. It's very motivational. How'd he get those burns in his cloak? So we also are a third of the way through now, which honestly, pacing wise, it's not great. It's not terrible. Like they're covering a lot of time. He got dropped off. The uncle was alive then. We've got the robot, and here he is now in his A New Hope Luke Skywalker phase, just kind of staring off into the sky. But not a lot, not a whole lot of content here. Not much of a story yet.
I want to get off this planet one day. Explore the galaxy. Have friends.
Sounds like me as a teenager. I just want to have some friends. He's got a nice little emo vibe. A little angsty teen Jedi with that haircut. Probably hiding his recessing hairline. I wouldn't know anything about that.
Trust in the Force, Jace.
Oh.
A day will come when you leave this place behind.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, there's the uncanny valley, and then there's Uncle Orin. Now, I don't have it, you know, on the 4K or whatever for the stream's sake, but it's still probably not great that you can see what looks like the individual squares. Like, I feel like I can see every pixel on this dude. Harles hates the droid. Ooh, no love for the droid. Okay, so that's a failure. 6 thumbs way down. Yeah, this is brutal.
A day will come when you leave this place behind.
Yeah, I'm sure.
This is spot on for a prequel trilogy dialogue. I bet Jace hates sand.
Intel confirms the High Imperium have discovered our outpost. They'll arrive in the coming days to claim our battleships.
His outfit is very biblical.
They'll deliver a surrender treaty, led by one of their 5 generals.
Do we know which general is coming?
Okay.
General Tyrus.
General Tyrus sounds kind of badass, but I can't get over how inaccurate these voices are. Like that dude, this dude looks like he's about 4 feet 10 inches tall, and he's got the deepest fucking voice.
Deliver a surrender treaty, led by one of their 5 generals.
Do we know which general is coming?
General Tyrus.
We can't fight Tyrus, or any of them.
Isn't that the same guy? No, it's a different
My
guy.
brother
They
and
just
his
look the same.
battalion of 30 men fought against Tyrus. He killed
They all also, I'm sorry, I will go back so we can hear the Tyrus setup, but they all seem to have suffered some pretty deadly injuries on the battlefield. Check out the holes in their armor as you watch this. And maybe what we're actually seeing is the creation of Thrawn's zombie stormtrooper army. Okay, so I will shut up long enough so we can hear about the big bad and get the setup for what's going to happen.
Our battleships. They'll deliver a surrender treaty, led by one of their 5 generals.
Do we know which general is coming?
General Tyrus.
We can't fight Tyrus, or any of them. My brother and his battalion of 30 men fought against Tyrus.
30
He
men!
killed them all within a minute.
He killed 30, not 30 legions. I misheard that the first time. I actually gave the movie, which Poland is right. I made this. This is not AI. This is all me. I written, directed. It's K Van, the kid. Of course, it's me. 30 men.
Our only choice is to accept the treaty.
I have enacted a plan that could bring us potential hope. My pilot, Talon, is en route to retrieve a Jedi and his apprentice.
A Jedi. Your plan is a myth.
It's our only
hey,
option
Batman.
at this point.
We plan for surrender. We can't rely on myths to save us. I'm sorry, Nash.
Nash. The ship looks like Wally. What up, Shadow? Kev, it's okay. Just let it go.
If they are still alive, they will be
Laundry
there.
is hanging up in the back.
A lot here for a big if.
They may be our only hope, Talon. May the Fourth.
Oh, I see what they did there. My only
This
hope.
better be worth it.
I got a bad feeling about this. What? They just reversed that footage. Yeah, like who shot him in his ass? Like they all have the most random holes in their clothes. His face? Why is it staying on that for so long? Oh my god. I need the meme of Mac and Charlie looking at each other. But it's just these two. That was phenomenal. Ah! I've made a huge mistake. This reminds me of the Acolyte, Shadow says. And Sleek, is that Rose? This was the great work all along, right here.
Are you the Jedi?
I mean, It's the music. They're using the right music at the right times. I give them that. Oh, here we go. This might be the best scene so far. That little walk up. But don't get too excited. Red eyes, huh? Not yellow.
We're getting close. You said you were there by yourself? But your uncle trained you?
My uncle died about a year after my mom and Nash left. But I still see him every day.
Your dead uncle.
Yeah.
Right. Let's hope your ghost uncle did his job.
Tyrus is here.
Oh no.
Are you
We're too
the
late.
Jedi? The dialogue is so good, isn't it? Your dead uncle. You're right, Shadow. Everyone sounds sedated. Look at the stuff shooting by her window. Oh, was there the shooting stars? Let's go back a little bit. I keep forgetting to pay attention to the backgrounds. Rain doesn't look terrible.
Have you brought anyone else?
What is that face?
Please, join your friends over there.
Never make a deal with a Sith.
We will be taking
Like she
your
got shot right in the heart. Like, look at that. Like, that's why are you even wearing that armor again? What's that going to protect you from?
We are grateful for your hard work on contributing to the High Imperium, but your services are no longer needed.
We surrendered. This wasn't part of the treaty.
You are traitors to the High Imperium.
Could you imagine this dude's about to murder you? And this wasn't part of the treaty. You lied to me. Like, there's just nothing.
There is nothing I can do.
Oh, he about shit himself. Bet you didn't know about Jace Moon, did you?
A Jedi.
Are you the Jedi? You brought a Jedi? The eye color keeps changing. Look at his eye, not colored all the way. This is some interview with the vampire Sith. Yes. Darth Feratu.
It's always a great pleasure eliminating your kind.
That was rigid. I can't wait to see this AI sword fight. Oh, he's just running? How far away was he standing? Wait. Wait a minute. Wasn't the ship just like right there? He did the whole, like the movie cliche when someone walks in from down the hall and somehow heard the shit that you just whispered. Like this, I hate to rehash so much of this, but hang on a second. I feel duped. He was not. I thought the ship was right there. She walks out.
Have you brought anyone else?
He definitely can't tell she's lying right there.
Please,
Balin Skoll is
join
disappointed.
your friends over there.
The Sith dude almost could look cool, and the second he moves, it just looks awful.
We will be taking your ships.
Maybe
We are
she
grateful for your hard work.
Maybe she is far away.
To the high. There is nothing I can do.
Oh, wait, yeah. Look, he's like 3 feet from the dude. I didn't think I was crazy, at least not for this. He's within striking distance, and then when the time comes, he has to jog a half a block to get to the guy. Also, there's just no ramp anymore. He's standing on the other side of the ship.
A Jedi.
A Jedi?
It's always a great pleasure eliminating your kind.
What was that movement? He's right there. Don't even poke Nosferatu here. I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. That was very uncalled for. Shadow at the good point. They're just all huddled up, sitting pretzel style, just waiting for the end. Like they're in kindergarten story time, some shit. Now I'm ready. Oh. Look out, Chimere. There's a new hunky Sith in town. What? What in the George Michael Bluth was that move? Hang on a second. He did like the like the kid in the garage with the broom. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't go back far enough. Hang on. We gotta do that again. It's epic. Looks like if Uncle Rico tried to be a Jedi. Where is it? Right. Very accurate stormtrooper behavior. Hold on, I didn't even get to see his arms. It was a very Michael Cera-esque run.
Thank you again, Jace. Take care of your new friends on your journey to find your mom. I do hope you find her.
Thank you.
Very good dialogue. We love the exposition. Be safe with your new friends on your journey to find your mother.
Janera.
Great. I don't know what they were talking about. This feels like 100% what Disney Plus would do. Thanks, wise bald lady of uncertain relation to the protagonist. So what do we think, dweebs? I will now nominate for you one of my favorite Star Wars fan films. Another one about an apprentice. Now, for the sake of time and just to respect this project, we are not going to watch all of it. We're going to watch maybe the first few seconds, and then we're going to cut to some of the fight choreography. But on top of seeing the fight, I would like you to hear the voice acting in this next one. That was terrible. Let it go. I can't. Shadow, I have to get to 100 episodes, all right? I have to talk about Star Wars for at least 30 more weeks. All right. So here we go. Darth Maul, Apprentice. This one is a little bit better, okay? This is a non-profit, unofficial fan film, which you should check out. You've probably already seen this if you're watching this channel, but
our enemies will pay for what they have done to us.
Come on, that's
the
pretty good.
annihilation of our people will not be left unpunished. For 1,000 years we have been waiting, hiding, observing. But our time to strike is finally at hand. My apprentice. Now the Jedi are weak. Blinded by arrogance and limited by compassion, they choose to deny the true nature of the Force. That hate makes us powerful.
City.
Very soon we will be strong enough and vengeance will be ours. But
Shadow says Sidious always sounds like he's on the toilet. I'll never unhear that now. King says he looks like the demon fellow from Insidious. That's okay. That's true.
Until then, our presence must be kept hidden. We cannot let them know what we are planning. You must protect our secrets at all costs.
Okay, so we'll jump ahead after this, but I just thought that was such a good Sidious / Palpatine impression. Those are the little things that can carry a fan project like this a long way. And the attention to detail, like the makeup for Darth Maul, like, that is not easy. That can't be easy, especially with all the little spikes. Just doing the paint job alone would be a pain in the ass. But you can see that a ton of effort went into this, and we're going to, this whole thing is just an epic battle, so we're not going to show all of it. We're going to show you a little bit of it, though, because goddamn, this is impressive. Again, check it out if you've never seen the whole thing. This stuff like this is why I couldn't just be like, oh, the Acolyte's fine, because it has some good fight choreography. Like, dude, I've seen good fight choreography on YouTube. So you got to do more than that, Disney. Especially when you bring in those stupid gauntlets and that helmet. No! Okay, so it's not perfect, all right? No!
It cannot be.
Come on.
We must inform the council.
There is no time. We have to deal with it ourselves.
James, no, this is not AI, Poland. This is a fan made. This is people actually put effort into this. This is why when I saw someone claim that AI slop was good, I felt like I had to come to the defense of films like Darth Maul, Apprentice, a Star Wars fan film, James. That's what this is called. I will shout out the creator here. Let's, I can't remember the studio. I think it was S7, and we'll get it. Yeah, T7 Pro is the channel. This one is 8 years old also.
Everyone focus.
Oh, it's that creepy lady from the tier list.
Don't let him get away.
Yeah. And then you've got like your Mortal Kombat-esque character, the Jedi with the face mask. All that makeup and you're the first one out. The Wilhelm, they even did a Wilhelm scream. Did you hear it? Another gift from the Star Wars franchise. Yeah, he's got a real Sub-Zero vibe going, right? Oh, you know it's serious when the robe comes off. That's the Jedi equivalent to sitting forward in the gaming chair. All right, watch another sequence or two, then we'll stop it. But you guys should definitely watch this all the way through on your own time. And notice how it's not done in like a tight tunnel of trees with such a limiting perspective. I feel like this was harder to do than what was done in The Acolyte.
You have been beaten. Surrender. There's no escape for you.
Get over here. Tricky little Sith Lord. Told you, it's Sub-Zero. Skip ahead. Get back into some of the. Oh, that's. Oh, damn it! Spoilers. Finish him. Well, there you go. That's about a third of it. So, again, Darth Maul, Apprentice, a Star Wars fan film. Check that out. I think maybe we have time to check out another one. So let's see what chat has to say. Ahsoka dies again. Shadow, I still love the Revenge of the Sith fight scenes. Yes, agreed. Especially that final one is just epic. That, what was it? The PS2 game of Revenge of the Sith lets you play through that whole thing. And I always enjoyed that too. What does he say? No one beats the original actor who played Darth Maul in Episode 1. Yes, I would agree. This is so much better than the Acolyte. What happened? I wonder if he got sweaty in the makeup. Imagine all that sweat in the clothes or the smell. No. Oh, no. Did I? Oh, what happened? Am I not here anymore? What's going on? Oh no, there's an error. Your stream has been temporarily blocked. Oh no.